Those there, my friends, are avocados from an extremely persistent tree. Oh, there's some big ones up there. Look. Can you see them? It's really hard to... Oh, yeah, there it is. See it up there? Big one. So it's July 22nd. And this is an extremely persistent tree. Look how big the leaves are on it. Look at that. No, I do not have a little hand. I have a big hand. Come on, just take the whole leaf off. Show the people. There. Look at that. That's a big leaf. Let's see if it has any flavor to it. It does a little bit. It must be of Mexican race. The Mexican leaves have more flavor. They have an anise flavor, especially when the leaves are dry. Not so much, actually. Anyway, I'm thinking that this tree is a Haas seedling because this tree's been here forever. This is the bottom of the valley in Lafayette. I live at the top of that hill way over there. It's probably another 400 feet high. So the frost goes away. And when I wake up in the morning on cold nights, I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, sweatshirt and shorts, no problem. And then I'll come down here, the bottom of the valley. You'll see there's some bigger hills of Lafayette over there. Those hills would certainly be pretty frost-free because of the heavy nature of cold air. But I'm telling you, right here, I grew up, about less than a mile that way at my mom's house. If you went to Acalanes High School in 1987, you know exactly what I'm talking about because I had some huge kick-butt parties that helped fund my way through school. Well, sell the cups during the week and get all the kids by the pool and make sure they don't get in any trouble. And that was my job back then. Anyway, and if you were to fall off the edge of the path into my plants, you would get yelled at, even back then in 1984 through 7. But look at that big avocado. So I've been watching this tree, and I'm not young. I know you might think that, but I'm not. I'm really, really old. So this tree I've been watching since I've been like 15 years old, because I've been traveling on the street that long right here, and this tree has been getting whacked back by the frost every year. I'm not sure. Look at that. That's probably from old frost. Yeah. See this? It sprouted up. There's a freeze and it knocked it down. Then it sprouted up. There's a freeze and it knocked it down. And it got bigger and bigger every year. Look at that. That's just remnants from old cold damage right there. And you can see even up here, there's some limbs that have been cut off. That was from another freeze. I'm telling you, this tree, it gets so cold down here. There'll be frost on these roofs down here like all the time. And here's another. That was probably the original tree. It got frosted back. And you'll see there's 2 stalks. And that's because when they get frosted back, the main stalk dies and then it sprouts out. So this is obviously a root stock of whatever. And it's been here so long. It takes 10 years for these root stalks to develop fruit most often. And this one's doing it finally. I've seen a couple fruit off the tree before, but it's really doing it now. But here's another cold death. Guarantee this whole tree died, and they cut it here, they cut it up there, and then, like I said, it just sprouts out. But this tree is testament to the fact that, you can get avocado trees growing in really cold areas. It doesn't get much colder than this area in Lafayette here. It got down to about at least 18 degrees, if not 16 degrees in the freeze of 1990. And I came home from college and everything was just dead, including this tree. This tree was down to nothing. It was down to nothing. And it had gotten about 8-9 feet tall and then got froze down. I don't know how long it's been here before that. I mean, it was growing here in 1985 when I first saw it. It was like 8-9 feet tall. But it never attained a size like this. Now, is that because of global warming? Or is it because the tree just keeps pushing the root system keeps getting bigger and more developed. And what that means is that every spring when it comes back after a freeze, it comes back more vigorously because of all the energy stored in the roots and pulling up the nutrients from the ground. So this tree's never looked better. It's been fighting this war. We're like, let's see, 1985, it's almost 2020. Is that 35 years? Actually, it's been fighting this war for like 40 years. And look, nobody waters this tree. One thing that's happening though is that because there's less asphalt and concrete here, all the moisture is getting trapped underneath the concrete. Trees love that. And you can see though, if you plant a tree right next to your concrete patio, and you do not reinforce your patio, meaning you don't run rebar to connect all the pieces and make it nice and strong, it will eventually, after 35 years or so, move your concrete around. So give it a little bit of space. But look, no water whatsoever. It's making tons of fruit this year. I've had the fruit, it's pretty good. It almost looks like a half bacon, half Hass, but I'm sure this is a unique variety. Maybe I should even clone it. I'm gonna try the fruit this year. It looks to me like it'll be ready maybe, oh, there's another big one up there. It'll be ready, I'd say at least certainly by February, March of 2020, but maybe as early as December. Or if it's really a Hass type, then it might linger on until like May and June of next year, like 10 months from now. So, but what a gorgeous tree. These people do nothing to this tree. They don't water it. They don't fertilize it. They don't do anything to this tree. And it's growing in the coldest location in the entire Bay Area. There might be a few other spots that are colder, but there is a creek right over there. And you can actually see the edge of the bridge. That's the main Lafayette Creek. What does that mean? That means that we're at the lowest spot there is. It goes up over there. It goes up here. This is where all the cold air rolls off these hills and collects right here onto this tree and just continually tries to kill it. And the tree keeps saying, no, I don't think so. I'm gonna keep growing. But yeah, so if you're in a cold area, you just gotta get your tree to bulk up, get it to make a root system, and be persistent and try to protect the graft point, because in a really cold freeze, it'll freeze all the way to the ground like this tree did. And then it'll come up and be whatever the, the seedling was underneath it. There you go. And then you get a good look at this is the best SUV in the world. There's no $100,000 SUV on the market right now that can compete with my $3,000 1988 Isuzu Trooper. This thing is awesome. It's totally pristine inside. I'm moving a bunch of stuff to our San Diego place down there. But look at this beautiful car. This is gonna be my little beach buggy down there. But okay, so just know, you live anywhere in the Bay Area, I guarantee you, your climate's gonna be warmer than this tree. This tree's making avocados. This tree is successful. So there's no reason you can't be in time and fight off the cold any way you can. Frost protection cloth, giant jugs of water, even unheated water will regulate the temperature. You could put out Christmas lights. You can put a fan on it to move the air around. And you can even wrap the trunk with insulation in case it dies back. It won't die back all the way to the ground like this one did. But even if it dies to the ground, you just have to wait longer and eventually you'll get some fruit. So that's the story of the super cold hardy Lafayette avocado I've been watching since I was a kid. It's finally going. I'm so happy for it. We've been friends for so long. All right, let's get one last good long shot of my beautiful vehicle next to that beautiful tree right there. See how big it is. Anybody can grow an avocado in the Bay Area. This tree proves it.